Let's see. Hello, Travis. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Regina. Hello, Chad. Hello, Baby. Hello, Bird. Hope everyone is doing well on this fine evening. Oh, what's that a picture of? Oh, that's not a picture. That's my bed. There's no pictures in this room, so they won't give away. There's one picture, but you can't see it. Won't give away my location, my secret location. How's everyone? Kristen Meadows, how are you doing? Kirsten Meadows, I'm sorry. Hello. 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 How is everyone doing? Hope you guys have been enjoying the videos that I've been putting out. A lot of the videos now are videos that I filmed during the haunt season when I was traveling to all these haunts. Every once in a while I'd sneak out during the daytime, which I can do because I'm not a vampire. Sneak out during the daytime and go film something non-Halloween related. And hope you guys are enjoying those videos. But I'm already back here on the road making brand new shiny videos that I hope you guys. Hannah Toot says, do you have any money-saving tips for going to museums on a budget? Museums? I don't know. Where can you save money at museums? I don't know, because it's hard. It's not like there's a lot of discounts out there for museums. I mean, if it's a museum you want to go to frequently, like a local museum that you think you'd like to go more than once a year, I'm sure buying a season pass, is usually it's usually cheaper than going twice. Josh Adams says go to free museums. That's a good recommendation. Of course, most free museums you do want to give them a little something. You want to give them a little donation to help keep them up and running. But yeah. Explore Ryan said, how was it today? No need to disclose. I'm thinking I may need to go ahead and get my video from today edited and uploaded. I did blow my cover. I gave a holler out on social media, saying that I was going to be in Central Florida for certain events, and I was looking for suggestions on other things I could film. Jay Fisher says, today is National Fast Food Today. What is your ultimate fast food meals? Example, Big Mac, Arby's, curly fries, Bojangles, sweet tea. Oh my gosh. My ultimate fast food meal. Kirsten Meadows, thank you for the super chat. Did you stay in the hotel in Gatlinburg? I suggested. No, I don't stay in Gatlinburg because I live so close usually, so I usually just go home. But maybe I need to stay at some hotel to explore. I would say I would just say that my dream fast food meal would include Mexi Melts from Taco Bell, which you can't get anymore. Mexi Melts being my favorite fast food menu item of all time. Thomas Allen says, sorry I can't donate tonight. Don't worry about it. No need to donate. Just chill. Rachel touched it. How about Chipotle? I love Chipotle. Um, I get so sick of burgers and chicken fingers that it's pleasant. And my Chipotle order is a steak burrito. Let me see if I can get this right. Steak burrito, cheese, sour cream, corn salsa. Love the corn salsas. Corn salsa is why I go to Chipotle. Yeah, one thing about Chipotle is like, I think I don't want to judge anyone because it does look hard. I think it's really hard to roll that burrito because I've had like my burrito blow out and explode so many times where they're like, "Blah," and it just rips apart. They're like, I'm sorry. But I'm thinking it must take a certain level of skill to get that burrito rolled up nice the right way it's supposed to be. Am I going to Indiana Beach next year? I usually try to go once a year at least. Any Thanksgiving plans? As far as filming, no. There's not a lot of Thanksgiving events. And but as far as Thanksgiving, like how I'm gonna spend my Thanksgiving, I think I'm just gonna spend it at home with my family. And Ryan Nodal says the Museum of Illusions there in Central Florida in the plans. I need to find someone to go with me because I've looked at it and it looks like most of the illusions you need like two people. So I think that might be something I need to pay someone to hang out with me. Mystic Mermaid says, was any of that chili at the Chili Fest comparable to Skyline chili? The concrete company that had the chili booth, they had the Skyline, they had the Ohio style chili. Any plans of visiting dark rides in European countries? I'd love to. Actually, I ran into um, I ran into Super Enthused and Theme Park Expedition today at an undisclosed event, and they said that in the UK they're really strict about filming on rides. So I've wanted to go to England for a while, but now I'm thinking like, well, that's not good. If I travel all the way across the ocean and they're gonna say no filming, that would make me sad. Um, have you ever thought about building my own dark ride? Listen, there's a dark ride for sale right now, and it's a traveling dark ride, and it's $40,000. That's a lot of dollars. It's more dollars than I have. So I hope maybe someone I know buys it. Ryan says, there's a Meow Wolf like attraction in St. Pete, Florida. Where is St. Pete? St. Petersburg, Florida. Where is St. Petersburg? Where is St. Petersburg? Okay. St. Petersburg looks like it's on some sort of peninsula. Oh, it's near Tampa. Error says, have you ever appeared as an evil twin of yourself? Black top hat, twisty. I recently went to a wedding that had a gothic tone, so I went as gothic carpetbagger, which is just black black shirt, black pants, and red Crocs. I didn't have a black hat, no. If I ever stopped doing YouTube, what job would I do? If I couldn't do my YouTube channel anymore, I think I'd just beg for money, maybe. I have dress Crocs. All Crocs are dress Crocs. Fairground St. Pete's. Let's see. Fairgrounds St. Pete. What is Fairgrounds St. Pete? Let's see photos. All right, let's take a look. These are the photos of Fairgrounds St. Pete's. Oh, this looks kind of cool. Oh, I do like all these tentacles coming out of this lamp. Yeah, this looks worthy of a visit. All right, well, so much good stuff in Florida to film. That's why so many vloggers come from Florida, because they just have access to more content. Daniel Master said they used to sell Crocs back in the early days. Super easy once you get customers to try them on. People don't realize how comfortable they are. They're ridiculously comfortable. Although the one bad thing that I've come to realize about Crocs recently is, like, if you order them online, like, they fit different. Like, not every pair of Crocs fits the same. Like, you get two Crocs in the same size, and one can be a little too tight. And I thought I was going crazy, but I looked this up on the internet, and I wasn't the only person that was having this problem. That apparently there's different factories that make Crocs, and Crocs from different factories actually fit differently. So that's weird. Someone bringing up the old argument on whether a hot dog is a sandwich. I don't know. I tend to would tend to say no. Invader Justice says you were in the gym. It's like I actually, they're back at the house. I forgot to put them on my Crocs, but I promise I will. They're sitting on my desk right now. I have been on a plane before. Multiple times. You guys have seen me on planes, right? Liam Doris says once it opens, the L.C. Bates Museum. No creepier place in Maine. I've not heard of that. Joseph Kilpatrick says, do you do laundry on the road or wait till you get home? Generally, wait till I get home. It is so difficult to do laundry on the road because it's, you know, sometimes the hotels will have a laundry, and that's okay. That's helpful, but when you're on like a time crunch, there's just no time for it. Melissa Winstead says, got my first pair of Crocs with fur lining. Love them. Do you have a pair with fur? I do have a pair with fur, but it never fit me right. That was one of the pairs that never fit me right. So yeah, that's the perils of ordering Crocs online. I would recommend getting them in person. Bird says, nice haircut. Yeah, I gave myself a haircut. I buzzed. I cut my own hair, as usual. I did it with a half. I was like, there's like one hair sticking up there. Let's get rid of that. I can't deal with that. Okay. I did it with a half size guard. I'm getting closer and closer. Yankee in the South, hello. I would I'm getting closer and closer to just going all the way, doing it just clean shave, but I don't know. My thought is I'll do a clean shave, but I gotta leave the sideburns. I can't just not have the sideburns. So, as Morty calls it, the Peter Daughtry look. Bus Error, thank you for the super chat. Saw the abandoned trailer episode recently. What's the worst trouble you've run into on the road with somebody? The angriest man I ever saw was the guy that got mad at me for filming through the fence at, heck. What's that mansion? What's that mansion in Asheville? I can't think of the name. Gosh, drawing a blank. There's this this old castle. It's a castle. There's an old castle. Is it Biltmore Castle? It's not called Biltmore. It's not just called Biltmore Castle, is it? Not the one I'm talking about, at least. Okay, there's like this castle up in the woods. A castle up in the woods. It's up in the woods on a hill. It's not accessible to the public. And there's a bunch of local legends, like that there's Nazis that hid there during World War II, that there's devil worshippers, that it's a secret cult. So I was filming up, pointing to the fence, trying to get filming the camera, and apparently, I didn't make any attempt to scale the fence or go around the fence or otherwise penetrate the perimeter, but somewhere I set off a motion alarm. And again, I'm on the street. I'm on the street looking through a fence. Sealy Castle, thank you. Thank you, Bird. That's the one I was thinking of. Magician Brent Kessler, thank you for the super chat. It says, my 5-year-old daughter Olivia loves watching your haunted house videos but won't actually ride them. She's watching. Any words of encouragement? Yeah, I do have words of encouragement because I used to be too scared to go to haunted houses and go on dark rides. And I actually started by watching other people's videos online. You kind of get a feel for what you're going to experience. And so what you kind of know, I mean, you're never going to know exactly because they're going to change things. It's going to be a little different, but at least you get the idea. At least you get the idea of what it's going to be. And when you make it through your first one, when you make it all the way to the end of your first one, you'll feel really good about yourself. Chris Rodriguez, thank you for the super chat. All right, so back to Sealy Castle. So I set off the alarm, and this guy comes down, and he's so mad. I think I must have woke him up. He told me he just had heart surgery. Was it heart surgery? He had surgery, and I didn't get this on camera. I do have a video of all this. He's like right up in my face, like blah, 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 blah. And he pulls his shirt up, and I didn't get this on camera. And he got this because he was so close, but he pulled his shirt up, and he had like this ghastly scar, like covering his entire torso. And he's like, "I just had surgery. Why did you wake me up? I'm calling the police." He was really, really angry. I mean, I feel bad. I woke the guy up, that I bothered him, but I think he was just spiraling out of control. I think he was spiraling with anger. Let's watch that video together. I'd tell you guys to go watch it on your own, but why not? Let's watch it together. Carpetbagger, Sealy Castle. All right. I'm gonna turn the light out so we can see the screen better. We're gonna do a little watch along here. Stupid ads. Skip, skip, skip. Skip these stupid ads.
There it is. The demonic Sealy's Castle.
Demonic. Magician Brent Cressler says, Olivia says thanks for the advice, which is very welcome. Oh man, that was... When I watch these old videos, you can see, look how shaky my footage of everything is. It's like I had the camera like on the end of a long spring or something. Oh. No, I don't have YouTube Premium. Is that still a thing? Maybe I will get it, because I hate ads.
Hey, you all.
Oh, that wind.
Here.
Okay, so yeah.
To you live from
These
the
are,
south.
obviously, that's a don't mess with us gate.
Asheville,
Heavy duty.
North Carolina.
Razor wire.
Outside the mysterious and sinister Sealy's Castle. As you can see behind me, there is razor wire protecting this castle from any intruders. Now, this castle here, hidden back in the woods, has quite a notorious
I look
legacy.
scruffy in that video.
Long-standing belief is that it is the home of a satanic cult. And if you Google Satanism and Sealy's Castle, you'll get all sorts of crazy websites that assure you that this is the truth. Also, during World War II, it was rumored that there was a Nazi group hiding in the basement here.
Nazis in the basement.
The town of Asheville. So, as you can see with this deadly razor wire, I don't know how close we're gonna get, but I wanted to take a peek and see just what the hell is going on here.
Oh, I dropped an H-bomb.
Get that razor wire. People with nothing to hide don't need razor wire.
Okay, that's not fair.
You can see it right there.
This is using my old handy cam.
Sealy's Castle. And you can hear
You hear all these dogs start barking all of a sudden.
dogs barking and howling. You hear that? Satanic hellhounds baying. Probably smell my blood. Oh, this guy's angry.
Here he is. He's so mad at me. Oh, he's on a radio with someone else?
This man is very angry that I was videotaping the castle. I don't know what he has to hide.
He's calling the police.
You better quit taking my picture. I'll take your...
You can take my picture. I'll do a selfie with you.
What'd you say?
I said I'll take a selfie with you. I don't care if you take my picture. I'm not.
I just had a liver.
Oh, he's had liver surgery.
Let's reflect on that. I was a very angry man. Was he a Satan worshiper? Maybe. I don't know. I have no evidence to say that he was. No evidence to say that he wasn't. Was he a Nazi? He didn't have a German accent, so probably not. Was he angry? He's possibly the most angry man in the world. Parts of that I didn't manage to film were him like getting this close into my face and spitting on me, and not like hocking a loogie, but like spit flying out of his mouth because he's so angry. And he pulled up his shirt. He was very angry because he said he had surgery. What did he say? Surgery on his liver, his kidney, something. He had pulled up. He had this big gas-like scar in his stomach, shoved it in my face, trying to intimidate me. So, very angry man. Did not like me messing with not messing, just did not like me taking pictures of the camera, pictures of the castle. He was furious. And he said I woke him up, that the alarm system went off and I woke him up. I do apologize. I did not mean to wake a man up. And certainly when I get woken up, I can be quite grumpy as well. So, I don't know who that man is. Apparently he lives there. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's visiting. Maybe he's the groundskeeper. He does not like me. He does not like that I wanted to film Sealy Castle. But, and I didn't really, I could hardly see it through those bushes. But, sir, if you're out there, I apologize for waking you up. I apologize. I certainly, if you've had recently had surgery, you don't need to be that angry. So please go lay down. Please relax. I'm a good man. I would never try to harm your property. I was just curious. So, thank you. I appreciate you guys watching. www.thecarpetbagger.org. And please subscribe. Thank you.
My old outro. All right. So your kids enjoy that? John Wilkins says, Jacob, please come to Hometown and your thoughts as we wait for the discussion. We're not discussing the Kyle Rittenhouse case here. That is not something I'm interested in delving into on this channel, but I'm sure you can find some other channels that are more than happy to talk about it. Oh. I look really orange in this light. Let me see here. Yeah, the gentleman, yeah, you shouldn't be in a rage. You shouldn't be in a rage when you just had surgery. You should be calm. I don't know. Maybe people, you don't know. You don't know what he's been through. You don't know. Maybe he'd been endlessly bothered by people trying to climb the fence, bothering it, but nothing is neato says, is the .org site still up? It is. It is. That reminds me, I need to update it. I need to pay my yearly fee to keep it in existence. Dennis Paul says, you're so chill but seem to attract so much controversy for some reason. I don't know. Not that much controversy, is it? It's one guy doesn't like me filming his castle, and another lady doesn't want me filming her yard sale. But other than that, has there been any other angry people in my videos? J. Ram says, go back and take the drone with you. I did. There's actually another video where I flew out of the drone over. Nothing happens. I actually flew it a little. I was afraid that he was going to shoot it, so I flew it a little. Kind of high up, so that he couldn't shoot it. Listen, I'm not going to talk about Boogie's legal issues. Boogie is a Boogie is a very, very close friend of mine, and I stand behind him 100%. I think it's terrible what he's going through, but I'm not going to sit here and discuss his personal issues. If that's something he wants to discuss, he can do it on his own channel. Hannah says, "Are you the one playing the banjo in the intro?" No, it's my son. Viking places. I can understand when people say, "Hey, don't film me or my property," but no one needs to be that aggressive. I mean, the rules are like generally the rules are you can film whatever you want. The rule almost always film. You can't film like government property that is like that it's classified. Anything that you can't film like a military base or something like that, or something that has like actual clearance behind it. That is against the law. But other than that, like you're even allowed to like break in somewhere illegally and film something. You're not well. Okay, let me let me rephrase that. That doesn't sound right. Um, Say if you break in somewhere illegally and film, the fact that you filmed it, that's not illegal. You can do whatever you want with that film that you acquired. I mean, they can charge you for trespassing. They could charge you for breaking and entering. You know, they can charge you with things like that. But the filming itself is not a crime. Yeah, I don't encourage any illegal activity because you could definitely get Viking places over here. You can't film private property, faces, license plates, so on. Oh wow, where do you live? That's interesting. Skadalex too says, wouldn't it be weird for someone to live in that castle in the first place? And does that guy just live in that castle himself? Is he the king of that castle? J Rams, is he familiar with YouTube channel Vagrant Holiday? The guy broke into an active prison with rapists and other people. Why would he do that? Bird says, I think the time you scare me the most was going up the stairs of the Roundhouse in Tellico, Tennessee. Oh my gosh, that was a very early video on this channel. Very dangerous. Very stupid what I did. It was a like a silo, like a farming silo, uh, converted into apartment buildings, and the floor of every like it was like stacked, and the floors of all the building were like all smashed, like all caving in, and then it had like a metal railing wrapped around the outside that was coming off. But I climbed it for some reason. Viking places. Oh, okay, in Germany they have strict privacy laws. See, that's one thing that worries me about traveling internationally is they have different laws when it comes to filming, photography, things like that. I don't want to break any laws in other countries. I learned my lesson with that. LaFonda Bruner says, any suggestions for attractions at Branson? Oh yeah, Branson's great. You got the car museum, the Velvet Collection, got the Bigfoot tour. So much good stuff. Just go down the strip and there's a Ripley's, a wax museum. If I stop visiting abandoned houses, for the most part, I mean, never say never, but I don't have a lot of. I don't feel very inspired to go in the house. Brandino Heat says, "Would you ever go on OSW review?" I love OSW review. A lot of the content that I watch on YouTube is wrestling based. Potts Kid Unic says, "You should check out the dinosaur boxing matches in Arizona. They're the best thing ever." They looked like the best thing ever. Literally amazing. I was like, oh my gosh. I wish I knew. I wish I was there the weekend they filmed them or had them. Daniel Mash says, "You check out Wrestling Pro Wrestling in Burbank." Stifle Voice says, $100 if you film a day at Cypress Cove in Kissimmee. I don't know what Cypress Cove is. Cypress Cove. It's like a cove with a bunch of cypress trees. Hector says, "What is you most fear?" I fear something happening to my channel. I fear my channel getting deleted. I feel like YouTube going out of business. Honky Kong says, "Hey Jacob, your videos have helped me through my divorce so much. Keep up the amazing work." Well, thank you. If I can help anyone go through a difficult time, just be a distraction, then that makes me happy. Lone Wolf Productions says, "The Moldorama collection grown. It's always growing. I don't know what's wrong with me." John Nail says, "YouTube won't go out of business." Yeah, but like, look at the things that have gone away, the people we never thought would go out of business, like MySpace and Blockbuster. I was about to say Best Buy, but I think Best Buy is still in business. Bus Air says, "YouTube will MTV itself eventually." James M says, "YouTube has become corporate too." Yeah, I mean, that's the unfortunate reality about YouTube, and I understand, like, they're just trying to make money. That's the motivator behind everything, right? But yeah, they definitely like Perez Music NYC. Thank you for the super chat. They definitely they're obviously much more comfortable having a bunch of like Jimmy Fallon videos and Saturday Night Live videos that they know are safe, that they can put on there, because with the people have so much freedom on YouTube to create. They're always worrying that they're going to create something they can't deal with. That's why I always have like this always have like this. I don't ever like to say I dislike celebrities because I don't know them, and I don't like to say I dislike people I don't know. But like, I don't know. I see Jimmy Fallon as this symbol of like YouTube being taken away from creators. Oh, is YouTube and Roku having a disagreement? I didn't even know that. That's another thing. I'm just not a big Jimmy Fallon fan too. I always thought like, I don't know. I thought he got really famous. Like, he would laugh, he would break character during sketches on Saturday Night Live, which to me is like the worst thing if you're trying to do a show live. I mean, I think people did like that on Saturday Night Live when like someone would like have trouble, you could see that they're trying to smile or something, but Jimmy Fallon like cracked up in every sketch. And I think a lot of people found that charming. I think people think that's kind of what made him popular, but I never liked that. I always thought that that ruined the sketches that he was in when he would start laughing, and I thought it was kind of disrespectful to the other cast members. I know some of the other cast members went like they were into the laughing and stuff too, but I know a lot of the cast members did not appreciate Jimmy Fallon laughing all the time. But shouldn't go on some long tangent on Jimmy Fallon. I should calm down. It was my favorite late night host. Favorite late night host of all time would be Conan O'Brien. Virginia Deal says I like Will Ferrell. Yeah, Will Ferrell. Yeah, Will Ferrell is one of my favorite on Saturday Night Live. Chris Farley is probably my all-time favorite. And then that group of people that were on there with Chris Farley. Oh, Norm Macdonald as well. Then, I liked Adam Sandler, David Spade as well. Yes, Conan O'Brien, former writer on The Simpsons. Nothing to do said Jimmy Fallon dissed the Skeleton Band, so boo to him. Who's the Skeleton Band? Stifle Voices. If your YouTube gig falls out, there's big money in the poorly regulated for-profit foster care industry. Okay, you're partially right. No one's making money in foster care. That's part of the problem. There's no money in foster care, and foster care sucks. A lot of this is a murky swamp. There's a shortage of foster care parents, so they end up approving people to be foster parents that should never be approved to be foster parents. See, you actually have once you're in foster care, your chances of being abused and neglected actually go up rather than go down. So, that sucks. Usually, under most circumstances, it's better to leave a kid in the home of their family, even if things aren't perfect. The only time you want to remove a kid is, when they're being abused or neglected, where it's detrimental to their physical health. Because there's not a very high success rate in pulling kids out of their homes and putting them in foster care. Now, would they have not succeeded anyways? Maybe. It's hard to say, but it's just, you see so many sad stories about kids in foster care where you're always like, I wonder if it was even the right thing to pull them out in the first place. Todd says, if you see this post, what is your favorite car? Not a car guy. Don't really know anything about cars. Me and the Snit, thank you for the super chat. So you filmed Tiny Town yet? It's in Easley, South Carolina. South Carolina. Lots of little dioramas around Christmas. I've actually filmed there before. I've been to the mermaid show. I've been to more than one mermaid show. I've been to a few mermaid shows in my day. What type of videos am I making? Making for Christmas? We'll just see. I'm looking for some holiday themed stuff. I don't know. People don't seem that interested a lot of times in Christmas themed videos, so I won't go overboard on it. Sculpture says, have you been to Lake Shawnee Amusement Park? I have not. It's a abandoned amusement park. I think it still has a couple old rides standing. Ryan says, go see the Rankin Bass stop motion figures in Atlanta. That might be a grand idea. Logan Tucker says, you traveling 24/7? I do sleep, so it's more like 18/7. You catch the Simpsons special where Homer had a beer with Goofy? Oh, no, when did that happen? Dennis Ball says, is it stressful? Here's what's stressful, to me. I'm older than I was. I'm 41 now. And, spending all day running around a theme park, filming, doing things, and I get back and I'm pretty sore at the end of the night. And so yeah, it's like the mind is willing, but the body is weak. Adventure with Crew says, you recommend volunteering with CASA. I believe you're referring to what we call in North Carolina as the Guardian Ad Litem program. If you really care about children and you really want to help, yes, it's a good thing to do. Unfortunately, in North Carolina, there's very little training and understanding that goes into that program, at least in the counties that I worked in. So a lot of the guardian ad litems that we worked with were just not very keen on the system. Gustavo says, how do you afford your trips? Here's the thing. This is my job. This is what I do for a living. So if I don't go on trips, I don't get paid. I have to go on trips or my family will die. Okay, that was a little dramatic. We'll die eventually. Brett from Fear Fair. How are you doing, buddy? Says, in addition to running Fear Fair, I'm a family attorney and I do loads of work with the Department of Child Services. You speak much truth. You know the pain of Child Protective Services. It's a mess. It's a mess, man. These poor kids. The kids are the ones that end up suffering. The Disney Simpson thing. I've not heard about the... I knew that Disney owns Simpsons now. Ryan note also CPS needs to staff more people. CPS needs to staff more people, but it needs to staff quality people. Part of the thing is you're paying people barely a minimum wage to a job that's that important, and it's low paying, it's exhausting. People stay in Child Protective Services for about 2 years as the average lifespan of a CPS career. So people go leaving all the time. Speaking from my personal experience, I don't think that they do a lot to make things better to encourage people to stay. I never felt much encouragement to stay. In fact, almost felt like they were pushing me out at the end. There's a Simpsons Disney special on Disney Plus. How have I not heard of this? Is this real? Huh. But yeah, I could go on. I could go on with the problems in I could go on with the problems in CPS, just sit here for hours and hours, but I try to leave that world behind. And I don't want to bash like people that work at CPS because there's a lot of really good workers that work really hard and really care about kids. But unfortunately, like I said, a lot of people just get burned out too quickly. People leave because there's no incentive to stay. I mean, we went over once, we had a team, we had 9 CPS workers, and that was it. And they were like, they would leave the positions open too long. We had a position open for a year that they never filled, and it was the county would encourage them to leave the positions unfilled so that they wouldn't have to pay out as much money. It is a sorry. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And this is something I believe with every fiber in my core. Fiber of my being. You always hear about how corrupt politics are in Washington. What you don't hear people talking about nearly enough is local government is just, if not more, corrupt. There's less checks and balances. It's everyone doing favors. It's about who you know. Local governments are so corrupt and they get away with it because no one's paying attention and no one cares. Man, I feel like I'm ranting tonight. I'm sorry. Every day is Saturday. Thank you for the super chat. The only reason corruption in DC gets called out more is just because people are paying closer attention. Joanne Jorgen says it's brilliant that you have 400,000 subscribers, but it's a lot harder to keep on top of your mail messages. It's very hard to keep on top of all that. Have I seen the Spider-Man trailer? No, I haven't seen any of the new Spider-Man movies, which maybe not even be new anymore. I've not seen any with. I haven't seen. Okay, I saw the Avengers, which had Spider-Man in it, but I've not seen like a Spider-Man, just a Spider-Man movie with just Spider-Man in it and not a bunch of other superheroes. I haven't seen a just Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire. So House of Horrors, thank you for the super chat. It says, hey Jacob, I just want you to know you're literally the most wholesome person. Every night my wife and I get stoned and watch your video. Well, thank you so much. Am I better? Are my videos more enjoyable when you've ingested mind-altering chemicals? The Susan Cox says, go ride the Starflyer. Oh my gosh. You know that thing killed somebody. Not someone that was riding it. Does anyone else use drugs while watching my channel? I'm just curious. Not judging, just curious. And Kamars is better on weed. Jeremy Becerra says, not sure if you're a big drinker, but you should try Drink Around the World Challenge at Epcot. Oh, man. I would probably get sick. Den and Justice says weed is not a drug. Listen, it's a drug, right? Like, it changes. Like, alcohol's a drug, nicotine's a drug, caffeine's a drug. It's all drugs. And prescription medicine is a drug. Okay, I had no idea that so many people enjoyed watching my video on drugs. Jordan Ezel says, do you actually work with carpets? I walk on them. Des and Justin said, the weed behind the money in the museum was funny. I don't know. I was trying to see how many people would actually pick up when I pointed at it and said, is that weed? Caitlin Rust says, you signed our blue-haired trolls. Blue-haired trolls. So happy we got to meet you. We just did our big move to the Smokies from Virginia. Any chance on a meet and greet again? I don't know. There's no meet and greet planned right now. But we'll give it some time, and then we'll look at doing another one. So apparently the story with the Star Flyer is there was a maintenance guy. I think he was climbing up the Star Flyer, and my understanding is that he was not following protocol, that he wasn't strapped in or using the proper safety measures, and he fell. Which yeah, it sucks. So I guess not really. I guess it's certainly don't want to say it's his own fault because he's dead and that's horrible, but I don't think it was necessarily. I don't think the business was blamed for like negligent homicide or anything like that. John Nelson says the ride murdered him. Well, that seems a little dramatic. I mean, if I did another meetup, I think I would want to keep it in the Pigeon Forge area. I just think it's, it's in the middle. It's in the middle of everything. And I know not everyone lives near Pigeon Forge, but I figure like if you're coming, if you want to meet me, and it's a long drive, you can at least justify the long drive, knowing that there's lots of cool stuff to do once you get there. Second chair says, do you crank up the AC in the hotel rooms? I usually leave it at 69 degrees. Brett says, when you're out on the road filming, how do you decide what your work day is going to be? Do you ever go out and do things for your own enjoyment, or is it just film, edit, sleep, repeat? The latter, film, edit, sleep, repeat. I always feel like I'm on the road, I'm doing something, just because I want to do it without filming, and I feel like that's a waste of time. I'm lollygagging. That like the any time that I spend not filming is time that I'm spending away from home without working, meaning that if I work less on the road, then it's going to be less time before I can. There's going to be a shorter time from the time I get home to the next time I have to get out. So it's always good to film as much as I can. Now there actually is sometimes where I just get so worn out that I just need a break, and usually what that means is I'll spend a day in the hotel editing. So I'm not really, but at least I'm not out or driving or in the car, walking around an amusement park. But that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare. Um, Most of the time, it's just it's the grind. Galaxy, they were at Warren's Paracon. It was very cool. Very cool being able to see Annabelle the doll. Favorite Thanksgiving Day movie? I don't know. Our family doesn't necessarily have a big movie that we all watch together. So, I don't know. Joanne Jorgen says cannabis is seriously bad for your mental health. It affects your brain connections if used regularly. I mean, I don't use marijuana, but I try to you know, I try not to be judgmental, and I feel like people, you know, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say who, but I had someone very close to me that had a severe alcohol problem. Um, they drank a lot. They drank a lot. They were putting their life in danger with the amount of alcohol that they were drinking. And they made the decision that they needed to stop drinking, that it was killing them, not only causing them to put themselves in dangerous situations, but it was physically poisoning their body. And part of the thing that they did to stop abusing alcohol is they used marijuana as a way to get away from using the alcohol, and it's so much better. Like I would take that a million times. I would take the person smoking weed every day over how they were before with the drinking. It's yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. 100%. If you're gonna if smoking weed every day is gonna stop a person from drinking every day, please, please, please smoke weed. I mean, and I'm not gonna say that there's not some people who marijuana negatively affects their life, but it's uh it's about the individual a lot of times. Regina Deal says I was addicted to prescription medication. I've been clean 11 years now. It's a very big deal. That's something you should be very proud of. You know, most people who battle with addiction. I mean, this is a really sad statistic, but most people that battle with addiction um, don't beat it. They don't beat it. They are unable to stay clean for the rest of their life. I think it's like 17. If I remember back to my social work days, I think it was like 17% of people that go into treatment are actually able to stop stop using whatever addiction that they have. So people that can break that cycle and get away from addiction, they, that to me is amazing. They have my admiration. Joanne Jordan says, sorry, I wasn't judging anyone. Just say use everything in moderation. And that's generally, that's generally, a lot of things can be used in moderation. Yeah, just, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's what, in some ways, that's what addiction is. Addiction is the inability to moderate. Yes, I think I blew my cover. I am in Central Florida for an unnamed trade show. Just kidding, it has a name. Jaden Lucas says you come to Chester, Illinois, home of Popeye. Haven't I been? No. Here's a weird roadside fact. There's two towns that have a statue of Popeye. I think the other one's in Alabama. Brett Hayes says, I saw the people behind Meow Wolf at a seminar at IAPA. I actually didn't see that. But that's super cool. I mean, they should be giving... Meow Wolf should be giving lectures at IAPA, because I think Meow Wolf is, to me, is the future of attractions. And it's funny, like a lot of what Meow Wolf did, that kind of to kind of innovate, was they based a lot of it on just haunted, like the haunt industry. And part of it is they just like, it's almost like, let's make a haunt that's not scary, was part of the driving force behind Meow Wolf. You know, let's take these things that are used to make haunted houses so cool, and let's use them as more of a art environment than to scare people. Can I rank the order of my favorite Meow Wolves? Oh, I hate to do that. I think upon like, they're all amazing, but I think Omega Mart's the best. I think. Right now, that's how I feel. Morty, how are you doing, buddy? Frank Nowak says, Omega Mart or Convergence Station. I prefer Convergence Station. Both incredible. Convergence Station. Okay, here's my thoughts. I think that Convergence Station is probably the most like technically impressive. It's the most immersive, the most like breathtaking. But I think Omega Mart, like, I think what tips Omega Mart for me is just the weird humor. There's the high strangeness of it all. I think I really love. And then the Santa Fe, it's almost like the original Santa Fe. And I liked going back to the original Santa Fe, because you could see the ideas in there, the ideas for Convergence Station, the ideas for Omega Mart were there. They just were expanded upon. Jaybird says, your videos cheer me up when depressed. Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. Annie Mae says, "If you could work at Meow Wolf someday, would you?" I always wanted to be I always wanted to be an artist. I always wanted uh, to really create things with my hands, with my mind, and I couldn't. I couldn't. I'm not good with art. My my fine motor skills are not good, and so I can never create. I can never draw. It broke my heart. Broke my heart as a kid. All I wanted to do was be able to draw, and I couldn't do it. There were other kids that could draw at school. I was like, it's not fair. It's not fair. Why are some people born able to do that, and I just can't. I just can't. And I always wanted to be an artist. I always wanted to, with her phaser, I wanted to. My life was pretty much spent trying to find my artistic outlet. Luckily, my life has a happy ending. Well, it's not ended yet, but it found a good place because I tried writing. My grammar's not the best. My writing skills aren't good. I think I have good ideas. I think I have creative ideas, but I think I struggle to put them on a page. So, I took photography. Photography was something I was passionate about. Not the world's best photographer. I don't understand photography as well as I should for someone who's done it as much as I have, but I could take a decent picture. And I think part of, when I started taking photos, part of it was I could find unique things to take photos of. That was almost better than just technical ability. I could find interesting stuff. So all this, evolved into what you're seeing right here on this channel. This is the creative outlet that I was looking for my entire life, and I turned it into a career when I was 30. What was I? 37 years old. Uh, so yeah, I mean, I guess I always think it's funny. Like, I never went to film school. I don't know the first thing about filming. Everything that I've learned has been, trial and error or advice given to me. But so I almost consider myself in the realm of video. I uh, I consider myself to be a folk artist, if that makes sense. Now, guys, I gotta take a break real quick here. I'll be back lickety split. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my fish with me, so I'm not gonna be able to show you guys the fish. But you can stare at. Oh, actually, hang on. You can stare at this picture. This picture of fish that is on my wall here. So enjoy the fish, and I will be right back. Hello. Oh, sorry, I had to attend a business meeting. David T says, "Good evening, Jacob. Pleasure meeting you at the Dent Schoolhouse. You should come back for Christmas Nightmare, which is December 10th and 11th only. Krampus and Charlie the Janitor are waiting for you." I met Charlie the Janitor. He was really shifty. Have I ever been to Ontario? Have I been to Ontario? Ontario is Toronto in Ontario? How long was I in California for? Like a week, I think. Yes, Toronto is Ontario. Brett says we do have an event that might check off 2 boxes for you this year. Christmas at the park near Indianapolis, joint project with Fear Fair. That sounds like it might be interesting. I do love Fear Fair. Ontario is across the river from Detroit. So Ontario's is it the province? Is that what they say? There's a light show, Christmas festival with loads of characters, fun house, Nightmare Before Christmas experience. May check that out. I may actually be in the Indiana area in December. Now, I've not been to the Christmas version of Tent Schoolhouse. I'm sure they do a great job. They did a great job. Edward Turner, thank you for the super chat. It says Blackpool Pleasure Beach is home to Valhalla, the world's largest dark ride. If the cost is minimal, would you go? Well, thank you for the super chat, Edward. Yeah, I really want to go over there. I really want to go over to England and film the dark rides. Although someone told me that the theme parks in England they said they're strict about filming, like they don't like it. So I'm worried. I'm worried about that when I go over, but yeah, definitely need to. Definitely need to go to England. I'm kind of been stifled because I'm like, I need to go. I need to go to Alaska and Hawaii first before I can move on to another country. I mean, I should be able to complete my own country first. So I've been really wanting to go to Hawaii and Alaska because I need to check them off my list. Am I ready for Tiger King? Oh my gosh, Tiger King comes out tomorrow. Tiger King 2 supposedly comes out on the 17th. Is Tiger King going to come out at midnight? Can I stay up late and watch Tiger King? Yeah, when does it go live on Netflix? I know it's supposed to be the 17th. Daniel Flynn says you go to Effling in Denmark. I've heard a lot of things about Effling. That's supposedly one of the weirdest amusement parks in the world. John Kelly says check with Jackie of a super enthusiast. Yeah, that's actually who told me that. I actually ran into her today, and we're talking about that. So I hate to hear that. I hate to think I'll be like, I came all the way from over the ocean. In America, they always allow you to film on rides. Can you let me do it because I'm an American? Jason Jones, I think it goes live like 3 or 4 a.m. Yeah, Joe Exotic's still in prison. He thought he was going to get pardoned by Trump. Like, apparently he had a bus waiting for him outside, but he never got pardoned. The Owl says, you had a chance to meet up with FX legend Tom Savini. I've never met Tom Savini, no. Jelly Go-Go says there's a roller coaster to let you eat a salad while you're riding it. What? That doesn't sound like a real thing. I remember when I saw a guy get on a roller coaster with a bucket of chicken. And I was like, this is my kind of roller coaster. You shouldn't eat roller coaster. You shouldn't eat on a roller coaster. I think it's a choking hazard. Why would someone want to eat on a roller coaster? That's like, I don't know. How busy is your life where you have to eat on a roller coaster? All right, I'm going to look this up because I want to know if someone just made that up or eat a salad on a roller coaster. Okay, apparently, from what I could tell, this is not real. Oh man, I'm gonna get sad if we talk about Winter. Winter the dolphin died. Really made me sad. Wanda Turner says, "Why is there no meetup video released yet?" I didn't record at the meetup. I wanted to be able to give the people that showed up my full attention. Fit for Exit, it says if it moves as slow as Leap the Dips, you eat a salad. You could probably eat a salad on Leap the Dips. You coming to Monster Bash on Saturday? Oh, I think I have other plans. What's Monster Bash? Monster Bash. I don't know what Monster Bash is, apparently. Ultimate Challenge. It says getting out in life, eating contest on a roller coaster. It's a little dangerous. Rodney True, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey Jacob, while you're in Florida, you should check out Wakula Springs, just south of Tallahassee. Creature of the Black Lagoon and Tarzan were filmed there. I don't think I've ever been there, but thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I guess the manatees are out now, right? I mean, they're always out, but they come up in the springs during the winter because it's warmer. Ricky says Monster Bash will be at Nightmare on Edgewood. Okay, yeah, I'm in Florida right now. Yeah, I want to do Japan, but I would hate to go just by myself. I would feel so lost because I can't speak Japanese. I would want someone who spoke Japanese to be my guide. Joanne Jorgensen is the world's first hot tub theme park finally open. I thought that was a joke. I didn't realize that was a real thing. Nico Chicago asked if I'm planning to go through any Christmas lights this year. It's hard. Christmas lights don't translate to film very well. Pay someone to be your guide. How much you have to pay someone to be your translator? Seems like it'd be really scary to be in a country not. England is still scary, but at least I'd speak the language for the most part. I don't know if people would understand me. Dorky Doos is doing any Christmas haunts? Maybe. Looking into a few Christmas haunts. Dorky Deuces will be working Black Orchard. Let us see back there doing a Toy Factory theme. That's interesting. I like the idea of changing the theme. Mark Droskovic, thank you for the super chats. Hello from Vermont, Pickford, and Fairbanks. We're actors. Oh yeah, talking about the Ripley's Museum with the handprints and footprints. Stifled voice. I'd love to. I'd like you. I'd like you on a collab with a big YouTuber, or Stamy and Mr. B, some with millions of subs. Boogie has a million. Has 4 million subs. I don't know. I'm not really looking for collaborations. Not to say I wouldn't do one, but I don't solicit collaborations. What are my Christmas plans? As far as the channel goes, I have a few ideas for, just some little Christmassy videos. Like I said before, people don't want to watch endless Christmas videos for whatever reason. I think Christmas is so all-encompassing that people maybe want to watch videos that are non-Christmas related. Not that I can't do a few, but you don't want to go crazy. My favorite holiday is probably Halloween. Does my town do a Christmas party? My town does. I don't know when it is. 1 year, and there's a video out there. I actually did a float for my own. My own Carpetbagger float in the Christmas parade. I don't mind. I don't mind doing some interesting Christmas stuff. I like weird Christmas, but yeah, small town Christmas parades can be pretty amazing. I think I filmed our local parade at least once. Alice says manatees love lettuce, but it's illegal to feed them. It's illegal to do anything to a manatee. I think it's illegal to look at a manatee for too long. Is my voice clear that Halloween's over? Yeah, I can't believe that I kept my voice. It was going a few times, and actually, in some of the videos that I've been uploading recently, you can actually hear my voice stinging a little bit. Yeah, Southern, that's really kind of like a Southern thing. Small town Christmas parades. We didn't have small town Christmas parades up north because it's too freaking cold to have a parade. Tourist in Las Vegas asked, "Do I have any cats?" I have 9 cats. Susan Cox says, "You do know you bailed last week before meditation." Did I not do meditation? I thought I did. I thought I did. Was anyone else in here last week? Did I do meditation? Okay, some people are saying no, you didn't. Some people are saying yes. Does Gatorland have a Christmas theme event? Let's check. Let's check right now. I had so much fun. This is last year. I'm not sure if they're doing one this year or not. I have not heard. I don't know if they're doing it yet or not. I have to check. Des and Justin said, "Do you have any reptiles?" No, I don't think I've ever had any pet reptiles. There was a weight discussion, and then the night ended. I didn't do. You know, sometimes I do them early. I think I might have did it. I think I might have done it earlier in the video. Like I didn't do it near the end. I did it more towards like the middle. So if you came in here, or if you left for a little while and came back, you maybe missed it. Because I really think I did it. But we'll do it tonight. I promise. Can't change the past. None of us can change the past. We can only change the future. Sometimes we can't change that. Second church show 2 reptiles in a bucket. Yeah, I do have the 2 gators. Oh. All right, so you guys want to do it now then? All right, so let's get comfy in that seat. Sit down in a chair or some other seating device. If you have something in front of you, you can touch that just to feel the solidity of it. Feel that it's a real solid object within the rules of physics. And breathe. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Close your eyes, plant your feet in the ground, wiggle your toes, and feel that carpet underneath you, or wood floor, whatever it is underneath your feet. Maybe your socks, maybe the inside of your shoes. And breathe. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Wiggle your toes a little more. Just try not to let your mind go too far. Just try to focus on how it feels to move your toes. As you breathe in and out. In and out. And then just think about the weight of your body, how it feels up against the chair, how the pressure of your body lays down upon your seating device as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now think about the back of your head. Put all your concentration into the back of your head as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now just think about your face, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, how that all feels. Just put all your thought into your little scrunched up face as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now open your eyes. As you place your hands on a solid object, think back to your feet and think about how your feet connect to the ground and how the ground connects to the earth as it spreads out across the planet, as it hurtles through space, as you breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right. Is everyone feeling better? LC, thank you for the super chat. Just watch your chili cook-off video. My boyfriend had to crack open a can of chili. We made it look good. We enjoy watching. Thanks for the videos. Well, thank you. Patrick Darris says, "Hi Jacob, your channel is one of the few things that me and my 5-year-old daughter both enjoy watching, especially your haunted houses and dark rides." Well, thank you. Nico Thomas, what was the grossest chili at the Coop? None of it was gross. Stephanie B says, "I'm at work, so I did the best I could do with the meditation. It sucks here, but it helped out a little. I'm sorry your work sucks." Joanne George says, "I'm teaching my autistic son how to do mindful exercise." It's really helpful. It's really helpful to me. I don't do it as much as I should. Doing it here in the live stream actually reminds me to do it, but it's helpful. I used to do it a lot of times. I would go do it, like go for a walk, sit down by the stream and do it, but it's been getting a little colder. I've not been getting out like I should. I need to get better at self-care, especially when traveling. Jay Word said, "I'd love to see inside the Pyramid House." The Pyramid House burned down, unfortunately. Ghostly Reese says, "Watching an episode of Paranormal Caught on Camera, and you showed up in a clip from the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge." Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. You know, it's been out for weeks. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. I'd show it. I'd show it in the live stream here, but I get in trouble for that because it's not my content. Second chair says, "Jacob, did a new business move into the quilt store with a cat that closed?" Yeah, they had to sign up. It's going to be a bagel shop, of all things. Regina says, "Have you been to the Octagon House in Kentucky?" I don't think so. Jaybird, did they rebuild the Pyramid House? Maybe they did. You may not be wrong on that. They may have rebuilt the Pyramid House. I forget. Michael Gates says, "Why do you force people to subscribe just to talk to you?" Okay, if anyone wonders, I'm not forcing anyone to subscribe, but the reason that I turn it on subscriber only is, and it says that you only have to be a subscriber for 5 minutes. So if you want to go ahead and subscribe, you come in, you're not subscribed, you just wait 5 minutes. You go subscribe and wait 5 minutes, and then you can comment. The only reason I do that is just to stop spam and trolls from coming in here, or at least slow it down a little bit. Liv says, hope this isn't rude. How old are you? Love your content. I am 41. I just turned 41 in October. Do you prefer to open Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? When I was a kid, I always wanted to open them Christmas Eve because that was sooner. Tyler says 5-minute rule is a good tool. I think so. I just think it's an extra thing that just stops people from making 1,000 accounts and coming here to be obnoxious, which you wouldn't think is a thing. You wouldn't think someone was that pathetic, but they are, I guess, for some reason. Steph TV says, why would you not be subscribed when I thought? Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand who's not subscribed wants to chat here. That's a little confusing too. Like, I understand some people maybe just don't subscribe to anyone or just don't do that, but surprise, surprise, turns out the person that asked that question was a troll themselves. Shock of shocks. The math 54 says, hey, you go to the Haunted Hoochie. I don't know. I would go to the Haunted Hoochie. I don't know if they would have me or not. You know, I always have to get permission before I can film. Dorky Dude said you have to edit out everything from the Haunted Hoochie. Hey, I pulled off filming my visit to the museum Museum of Erotic Heritage. If I can do the Museum of Erotic Heritage and put it on this channel, I think I can do the Haunted Hoochie. There was a lot in the Museum of Erotic Heritage that I couldn't show. A lot. Stephanie B says you get neither that cream soda. Was that orange cream soda? No, I didn't. Seth Crawford says, do you think you'll ever be invited to a movie premiere? Would you ever want someone to make a movie about your life? I don't know. I don't know what I would ever. I think I was invited to a movie premiere, but I couldn't go. A friend of mine made a independent film, independent documentary. And would I want someone to make a movie out about my life? I don't think anyone would want to make a movie of my life. It's not very interesting. Will I officiate a wedding? I'm not ordained. Second chair said the Museum of Death had to be heavily edited. Well, you didn't even allow me to film in the Museum of Death, so I had to. My video is mostly me talking about it. Trevor says, you have a problem with language and sort of thing, or just to keep the channel PG? I just think it's better this way because, it appeals to a wider audience. Doesn't necessarily, Ted, thank you for the super chat. It doesn't necessarily turn away people who don't want to hear that language. And it seems unnecessary to me. I mean, so many people on YouTube just swear and swear for no reason. There's just whatever. I don't feel a need to. All right, so we've been on here for about. Moff54 says, see, casting a wider net is more than cursing. Yeah, because I don't feel like the cursing necessarily would add anything. I don't know. Just go to one of my videos and just imagine me saying the F word in every sentence and think if that would be better or worse. All right, guys. Good night. I'm going to go maybe edit a video before bed. Maybe. But you guys all take care. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, everyone who dropped a super chat. And you all have a good night. Good night. Oh, hashtag Team Balto. Good night.